Trinice Greer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Latoya Johnson, Kansas City, Missouri.
Melanie McCray, Winfield, Iowa.
Shalisa Williams, Kansas City, Missouri.
Cherokee Barrett, Kansas City, Missouri.
Danae Beavers, Kokomo, Indiana.
Lindsay Rhodes, St. Genevieve, Missouri.
Danielle Adams, Lisa, Missouri.
Diana Voinova, Pernik, Bulgaria.
Dominique Ivory, Indianapolis, Indiana.
And here we go as it is Davis and Adams at the midcourt circle as we get set for the opening tip. Three-man referee crew, and the tip won by Jeffco as it goes into the arms of Shea Williams. And Adams is going to pull a quick three from the top and missed it. And the quick rebound hauled down by State Fair. Good box out, as that was Cannon who brought that one down, and it's Mays over the timeline.
She shot that from about the volleyball line. That's not a good shot for Danielle. I know she can hit it from down there, but set up the offense, let things roll a little bit first off. Shot no good on the inside, and rebound to Adams.
Back down court for the Vikings. Ball loose on the floor, finally picked up by Barrett. Skip pass far side. Ball put up by Shea Williams. That's off the mark. Rebound is to State Fair. Amber Mays pushes it up court. Almost a turnover. Good job by Simpson to get rid of it. Into the right corner for Kuntz. To Mays at the top of the key. Bounce pass left wing beyond three. Given to Cannon. She's cut off on the baseline. Ball loose, knocked away. Loose on the floor. Shea Williams has it, and finally she gets tied up. And on the possession arrow, State Fair will keep it no score, 55 seconds in.
Jeffco's first two possessions, they put up a couple of quick threes, and they were open looks. Adams is a little bit contested, but again, I think Coach Emmerich would want them to kind of get things and try and establish that offense.
State Fair inbounds with a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Mays on the left side wing, brings it middle of the floor between the circles, way out near the half-court line. Now works it inside the three-point arc, finds a lane, takes it all the way to the basket, lays it up and in.
Good job there by Amber Mays, just splitting the defense and getting a clear lane to the basket.
Now it's the Vikings in control, right wing beyond three to Williams. Up top for Barrett, near side Latoya Johnson. They get it down low. Danielle Adams boxing her way in. Double team, little spin move, and it rims out, no good. She had a very good opportunity there, as she has that size advantage over Alexandria Simpson, but she could not get the shot to go. Ball picked up by State Fair. They have it, left side wing. They dump it inside. Ball tipped away, but Davis controls. Kick out, Cannon right wing. Drives in, dump inside right block. Layup for Simpson, 4-0 State Fair.
That was a great little pick and roll there. Simpson got matched up on Latoya Johnson. Easy, too, for Alexandria Simpson.
Williams out on the right wing will pull the three. That one's off the mark. Rebound, tip to the top. Barrett's got it. She'll back it out. Now hands off to Johnson. They'll reset. Johnson left side wing. Top of the key pass to Williams. Right side, Danielle Adams. Three ball up and good. It's 4-3.
That was a better shot for Danielle. She had a little bit of time to square her shoulders than the first one where she shot it from about 27 feet from the volleyball line.
It was pretty far out there, to say the least. Skip pass right side for Kuntz. Puts it on the floor near the free throw line, given to Davis. Ball knocked away, loose on the floor. Tied up, jump ball. Jeffco will get it on the arrow.
First turnover for either team in this ball game.
4-3, State Fair on top. Jefferson with a chance to take the lead. 17-24 remaining first half.
Again, Ryan, Jeffco comes in the 8th ranked scoring offense in the country as a team. State Fair giving up just 56 points a game. That's 8th best in the country. So it's more of a battle of wills. Which team wants it more?
Adams up high has it. Drives baseline, gets around a defender, lays it up and in. Good move to get around Simpson. She just couldn't stay with her. And Adams powers her way in and scores to give Jeffco the lead at 5-4.
And if Coach Paneer sees enough of that, that's not going to last long. They're going to start double teaming her. I think he wants to see if Alex Simpson can stay with Danielle Adams, and right there, Adams proved she was too quick.
Pass on the left block to Simpson. Spins her way around from a couple of defenders. Missed the initial shot, came down, got her own rebound. And she is fouled on the play by Jeffco.
That's on Johnson, I believe, on the inside. Latoya Johnson grabbing Simpson and pulling her down to the ground.
Over 3 minutes it took before her first foul. and it is on Johnson. State Fair inbounds, right wing to Simpson. Up top between the circles, Mays.
Expect this game to be very well played, not a lot of fouls.
Nice dump inside, layup there for Davis. Got the lob pass. Good low post entry pass and an easy layup there for Davis. State Fair's back on top 6-5.
That's 3 buckets in the paint for State Fair. Wouldn't be surprised to see Jeffco go bigger if this keeps up.
Adams is going to pull the long 3 again. Missed it. Battle for the rebound. Davis has it. State Fair looks to increase the advantage. Jefferson trying to rely on their perimeter game, and they're not falling.
That one was even further than the first one she took. That's not a good shot.
Yeah, that was,
maybe forcing the issue a little bit.
She was way out there, no question. Here's a 3 by State Fair. First perimeter shot for them. Missed by Cannon. Rebound in the right corner to Johnson. Ahead for Barrett, left wing. Into the corner, now to Johnson up top. Dribbles inside the arc, kick out, left corner for Barrett. Up top, the pass to Williams. Williams spots for another 3, missed it. Big rebound. Ball was kept alive momentarily by Dominique Ivory, and then she knocked the ball out of bounds trying to get it to her teammate.
Jeffco really not trying to establish anything on the inside. You know Coach Emlich's not very happy. They're not penetrating to the basket. They're settling for outside shots right now. And he's got to tell them, set up the offense. Don't just settle for 3s.
Probably too many 3s without question being taken.
They're 1 of 6 so far from the three-point arc.
And three-point perimeter shooting is not Jeffco's strength this year.
They're not a bad three-point shooting team, but they're not as good as they were last year, no doubt about it.
Mays is going to take it to the basket and try to draw contact, and the shot was way off the mark. Jeffco the rebound. They push it down court to Williams. Williams drives in, finds Ivory. Pump fakes, up top for Adams. 3 on the way, good. And Jefferson takes the lead at 8-6. Adams has all 8 of her team's points. Timeout on the floor, taken by State Fair. It's a 30-second timeout.
Coach Paneer didn't like the fact that his defense, this 8th-ranked defense in the country, didn't get back and guard. They were a little bit lazy getting back, and Danielle Adams, that's not the shot. When she's at the top of the key, you've mentioned it before in several broadcasts, Ryan, when any shooter has the ball right at the top of the key, that's like a dream shot with nobody in their face. And you know Coach Paneer cannot be happy with that. He doesn't want to see anybody, let alone the leading scorer in the country, get that kind of a shot.
Adams was kind of trailing the play, too, so she came in late to get into the act on that offensive possession by Jefferson. She got the initial rebound and made a great pass way down court, and that started the offense, so she was trailing the play. And State Fair did not pick her up when she came over the timeline. They waited until she got closer to the three-point arc, and that left her wide open. State Fair down by 2 to the Lady Vikings. 15 minutes to go in the first half. Mays drives baseline left side and fouled. A block will be called against Shea Williams. Second foul for Jefferson in the ballgame.
Amber Mays is silky smooth. She's very, very quick. Kind of deceiving how quick she can be as she controls the point for the Lady Roadrunners.
Averages 12.4 points per game this season. Down low to Cannon, working her way on Adams, and the kick out to the top. Left wing. State Fair's got it. Controlling right now is Tucker. There's a jump shot missed in the paint. That running jumper off the mark, and the left side rebound pulled down by Adams, and there's a jumper just inside the three-point arc. Latoya Johnson pulls up for 2. 10-6. Jefferson increases the advantage. First bucket by Jeffco other than Danielle Adams.
Johnson's a scorer as well. She comes in averaging double figures as well, so she can put the ball in the hole.
Wide open 3, left side off the mark, and the rebound, Adams had it, and she got bumped and fouled from behind. And they're going to get this one on, I think, 21, is that right?
I think they got that on, no, they got that on Miller. Bradley Miller, just in the ball game.
Okay, so they do get Miller with the personal. There we go.
Adams is going to take a seat here as we're going to see Voinova. One player is eligible tonight is Deanne Tonkin. First time she's going to be eligible for the Jeffco Lady Vikings. The transfer in that semester from Australia. Be interesting to see how many minutes she gets tonight, especially in a game like this.
There's Johnson over the timeline between the circles. This will be interesting how Jeffco runs their offense without Adams.
They're going to have to run the offense is what they're going to have to do.
Inside the arc to the rim. Layup is good. Cherokee Barrett takes it to the strong side and is able to lay it home, and Jefferson is now doubled up, State Fair at 12-6.
She's just recently in the starting lineup, Cherokee Barrett. She's been kind of in and out of the lineup, and Coach Emmerich wants to see her be aggressive. And there, as State Fair wasn't even looking, Miller just trying to set a screen for nobody and wasn't looking there.
Didn't see the pass at all coming her way. It's Jefferson trying to take advantage. Latisse Jones also is into the ball game. We see Kuntz come back in for State Fair. Emma Tucker in as well. Here's Latoya Johnson flashing to the basket, lays it home. So Jefferson with the smaller lineup attacking the basket. And they've got a couple of layups against State Fair. Jeffco up now 14-6.
Johnson looked like she was playing in fast motion, everybody else in slow motion there. She went by everybody as if there was nobody there.
Kuntz up high, pulls the three. That's off the mark, right side rebound. Johnson had it, and she still maintains control. She's got a defender ahead, got a teammate wide open in front of the pack. Layup good for Barrett. The Vikings up 16-6, taking a 10-point lead.
Right now, it's Jeffco just out hustling State Fair in pretty much all aspects of the game because State Fair not getting back on defense.
They lob it down low, trying to get it to Emma Tucker, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Jefferson to knock that ball away. It does remain with State Fair with 18 on the shot clock. Melanie McCrite coming into the game for the Lady Vikings for the first time.
I think that's a good substitution for Jeffco. She's the 8th best three-point shooter in the country right now, and the way they're penetrating to the hole, they're going to try and kick it back out, see if she can knock down some threes.
Baseline jumper, rims in. Getting that one to fall home was Latisse Jones. First bench points for State Fair, but they trail by 8 still. Melanie McCrite has it for the Lady Vikings. Hands off at the top for Johnson. Ball fake, steps inside the arc. Now gives to Shea Williams, cutting in. Reverse layup's no good. And the rebound is tipped and thrown right back to Williams. Jeffco will reset the offense. Johnson thinks about shooting the three from the top. She'll take the long two. That's strong off the back iron. Rebound McCrite. Out to Dominique Ivory. Her short jumper is no good. And the ball out of bounds. Back to State Fair. Jeffco had a couple of pretty good looks that time, but nothing fell from the perimeter.
I want to see when Jeffco's on offense, besides that possession there, the last 2 or 3 times they took it right to the basket. You bring in McCrite, set her up in the corner, take it to the basket, penetrate, and kick it out for the open three. She can knock it down at almost 45% on the season.
Ball into the right corner for Simpson. Tried a post-entry pass and fouled on the play was Latisse Jones. Diana Voinova almost stole the pass away, and then she, I believe, committed the foul.
They got Ivory on that.
It's going to be Ivory. Yep. Dominique picks up her first, team's third. To the free throw line, shooting 2 is Davis.
Shitoria Davis, I remember her last year. She looks a little bit quicker than she was last year. She looks a little leaner and quicker, and she's in better. You can tell she's a little bit better shape than she was last year.
She's a pretty good one, averaging 12.5 points per game, and also averaging 9 rebounds per contest. She hits 1 of 2 at the line, but there's the rebound by Simpson, and she's fouled as she takes it to the basket. And Voinova will pick this one up, and back to the free throw line go the State Fair Lady Roadrunners.
Simpson just took that away from Dominique Ivory right there. Just went and grabbed the rebound, took it right away from her.
And first shot, no good, rims out by Simpson. Alexandria Simpson averages just shy of 10 points per game and 6.5 rebounds. Free throw shooting, 72%, but she missed the first one. She missed them both. Voinova the rebound, back in the Lady Vikings up 16-9.
A game like this could come down to free throw shooting, and that's huge.
Here's a 2-point bucket from the top. Johnson missed it. Good box out and rebound underneath by Latisse Jones. Back comes State Fair. Again, that quick shot by Jeffco. Not a very good idea, I don't think. Here's Kuntz pulling up from the baseline right side. 12-footer off the mark. Rebound, stick back is there. That was Davis once again. She's got 5 for the ball game. And a timeout taken by Coach Emmerich. It'll be a 30-second timeout with the Vikings up 16-11.
Jeffco's got to do a better job in the inside because Davis got matched up somehow on Latoya Johnson. And I don't care if Johnson had position, she wasn't going to be able to box out the 6'3" Shitoria Davis. So Jeffco has to do a better job of rebounding on the inside, and for State Fair, They just have to do a better job of not allowing the open shot. They're not really contesting many shots or going out to get those shots.
It's been a tough go at it so far. I think both teams are really taken out of what they really want to do right now. I don't think State Fair's playing the way that they want to play as far as running their offense, taking too many perimeter shots maybe, and that's not their game. And Jeffco certainly is taking way too many perimeter shots.
Well, the nerves might be there as well. It's 2 top 10 teams in the country right now, and they know that. So maybe once they get into the flow of things, it'll be a little easier.
Cherokee Barrett tried a skip pass across the way to Johnson, and it was taken away. And over the timeline is Jordan Coleman. Bounce pass goes to the top. Jones with it. Hands off left wing to Coleman. Free throw line, Davis dumps it inside for Simpson. Missed the layup, the rebound tipped to the Vikings.
Ivory got away with one right there.
Johnson gets the pass, now it's McCright, back up top Johnson. And down low, Voinova got wide open, nice spin move after receiving the pass. Laid it up and in, Jefferson up 18-11, first points for Voinova.
Diana Voinova, she was just kind of, or Deanna, excuse me, she was just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, no one picked her up.
Nobody picked her up, she's waving her arms in the air.
Here's a steal at the top by Barrett. Takes it all the way to the rim, lays it up and in with the left hand off the window. Barrett's got 6 points, Jefferson up 20-11.
State Fair kind of telegraphed that pass, and Barrett was in great position to intercept that ball.
Over the timeline, Coleman, right side wing, beyond 3, falls to the ground, pushed. And it was by Cherokee Barrett. That'll be the first personal on Cherokee. 4th team foul on the Lady Vikings. 9:53 to play first half, Jefferson up by 9.
And we'll be bringing you updates of the score of the Mizzou-Kansas game throughout the night during this broadcast. Is that game going on? Big game. Already one undefeated's gone down in college basketball in North Carolina.
A couple of ranked teams have fallen today.
Absolutely. So we'll be getting
UCLA
updates
losing
from
to USC. 9-point lead for Jefferson. Danielle Adams back into the ball game, and Lindsay Rhodes sees her first action for the Lady Vikings. Turnaround jumper from the free throw line is off the mark by Davis. Rebound kept alive by Simpson, but she threw it to Johnson. Back come the Vikings in transition. Johnson kick out. McCright open 3 left wing, and a little bit too strong off the back iron. Weak side rebound to State Fair.
They got McCright open. That's what they wanted to do. She got the open shot. Don't let her do that too often, because she will make you pay.
Mays dumps it to the free throw line. Jumper from there, wave it off, traveling. Whistled against number 22, Trevonna Cannon. The ball back to the Vikings after the turnover.
4 turnovers for State Fair and 1 for Jeffco. Pretty well played game thus far, as we're at the 9-13 mark in the first half. But shooting for both teams, Jeffco 9 of 20 right now, State Fair 5 of 15. So State Fair not shooting the ball particularly well. Actually, all of their points have come by the free throw or in the paint.
Midway through the first half, Mizzou is on top of Kansas, 21-18. 3 ball from the top is buried by Danielle Adams, and here the Vikings have now taken a 12-point lead on State Fair on the 3 by Danielle Adams.
She is not shy. That was the 3rd time she shot one from the volleyball line.
That's her 3rd 3. Shot in the paint, rims out, no good, and Jefferson gets the rebound. McCright comes away with the board. Back come the Vikings in transition. Johnson, pass underneath for Lindsay Rhodes. Tough angle on the shot. Can't get it to fall home. She was caught underneath the basket. Put up a wild shot, almost got it to fall. State Fair the rebound.
And one thing there is, if Johnson had looked back, she had Adams at the top of the key once again, all by herself.
State Fair really trying to work the ball inside, and they've gotten a couple looks there, but nothing's going down for them. And there's a shot that's blocked away, deflected away from Davis. She tried a little hook shot, and it was deflected by the Vikings defense. And Cherokee Barrett called for a carry. Travel against Jeffco, and the ball back to State Fair. 7:59 to go in this first half. Jefferson up 23-11.
Danae Beavers getting her first action for the Lady Vikings as she got a little too anxious on that last possession.
Davis between the circles. Right side beyond 3 to Cannon. Skips it left wing. Free throw line for Davis. Back out for Cannon. 7 on the shot clock.
Nobody
Kinnon's
moving.
gonna have to find somebody cutting in. Layup attempt, no good. Little reverse was missed that time by Miller.
Nobody was moving for State Fair. They were all setting screens for one another.
Oh, the ball goes right through the arms of Danae Beavers and out of bounds. Beavers and McCrite were both in the same vicinity in that left corner, and Beavers just kind of took her eyes off it.
That was
Costly
a
mistake.
That was just a miscommunication for Jefferson College, as Beavers and McCrite were standing right next to each other, both alone in the corner.
So it's Mays over the timeline. Hands off to Davis. Davis way out beyond the three-point arc, middle of the floor. Right wing pass beyond three to Cannon, into the corner right side, Mays. Near the free throw line. The dump inside, left block. Simpson, little fall away. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound tipped right back to Simpson. Dump inside. Shot blocked away by Davis. Couldn't get that one to fall. That was Adams who blocked it away. Vikings finally pick up the loose ball. And Johnson's called for traveling. She couldn't keep her feet set as she tried a head and shoulder fake to get her defender away and move the feet.
Ryan, State Fair has gone absolutely cold from the field. They haven't scored a bucket in about the last 6 minutes. So it's
helped Jeffco because they're not playing real well right now either. They've had a couple of turnovers their last possessions.
4 turnovers apiece. State Fair just gone cold. They started out 5 of 9 shooting and have gone cold 0 of their last 11.
23-11, Jefferson on top, 6:32 to play. Ball was knocked away by the Jeffco defense. Inbounding. Left wing for Simpson. Had to go right through her arms, but she's able to run it down. No weak side help. And Mays drives in, and she is bumped and fouled.
He had 1 and 1. That's 17 fouls on Jefferson. Just 1 foul for State Fair in this first half.
Shea Williams picked up her second. Mays to the charity stripe. She has scored only 2 points. Came in as the team's leading scorer. And lane violation called underneath against State Fair. Wave off the free throw, wave off any shot at the second attempt.
And right now, Coach Paneer he's a very calm coach. He doesn't get very, very animated, but you can tell he's ready to about jump out of his sweater vest because he is extremely upset right now the way his team's playing.
Johnson brings it into the corner, wide open three from McCrite, too strong. And the rebound on the weak side. Hauled down by Cannon. And a ball is thrown away. 3 players right there. Cannon gave up the ball and it went right in between both of them. It deflected off one of the players and back out of bounds, and Jeffco takes over. Johnson will inbound up top for Adams. 3 ball on the way, missed it, but she is fouled. Simpson came out to get her,
she got
and she
hammered.
certainly got her.
She hammered her right in the face. I mean, she just came after her. She didn't make that, she didn't try to pull up or anything. She made that very clear what she was trying to do there. She nailed Danielle right in the face.
And Danielle Adams will shoot 3 free throws.
These are the first free throw attempts of the game. It's only the second team foul on the State Fair Lady Roadrunners.
First shot up and good. She's got 12. Came in averaging 27.4 points per game. Hits the second.
Jeffco 67% as a team shooting free throws this season.
Not a bad percentage. Danielle Adams up around 75%, and she will hit all 3 on this trip. She makes State Fair pay, and Jefferson's up by 15, 26-11.
3 the hard way.
Certainly the hard way.
Literally
the way
the
that
hard
one
way.
went down. Simpson pulls up in the paint. Her jumper rims out, no good. Rebound Adams.
State
One
Fair.
and done.
Oh.
State Fair's not getting a lot of second chance opportunities, despite having the larger team as far as height. Up inside for Lindsay Rhodes, and she gets hammered. Ball's tipped to the top. Jeffco had it for a moment. Now Mays takes it. Mays down the left sideline, cutting to the rim, lays it up, missed it. Simpson the rebound, and she is fouled. Free throws coming up for Alexandria Simpson.
Got Adams on the inside there. Good job by Amber Mays. That was a strictly hustle play right there. She literally took that ball away from 2 Jeffco players and drove it down the lane, and Simpson getting back on defense, and now she's at the free throw line.
And the first one is good. She missed both attempts in an earlier trip. Hits the first this time around. She could cut the lead to 13. And missed it. Rimmed out. Rebound Adams. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Emmerich and the Jeffco Lady Vikings. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we will leave it here.
Right now, Ryan, just surprising that Jeffco, State Fair playing pretty solid defense, but most of Jeffco's points have come because State Fair has gotten a little bit lazy on the defensive end, and that's not something you'd expect from the 8th-ranked scoring defense in the country. A lot of Jeffco's points have come in the paint on breakdowns on defense. Somebody gets loose in the paint, or somebody doesn't come out and contest the three. And then for State Fair, on the offensive end, they just haven't shot the ball. They've missed their last 13 shots. You're not going to beat anybody, nonetheless, the 8th-ranked team in the country. You miss 13 shots in a row.
Well, it's pretty obvious that, now being able to watch State Fair, I think they don't necessarily have the great scoring type of style. I don't think they shoot the ball really well from the perimeter, so I think they rely on their defense. And that's what, in turn, has given them some of the best defensive numbers in the country.
They come in averaging 76 points a game, ranked 43rd in the nation, so the offense isn't the big key. They can score, but they're not going to do it at tremendous paces. They're not going to put up 100, whereas Jeffco has the ability to.
Stepping on the sideline with Shea Williams, turnover Jefferson. Coach Emmerich felt that she got bumped out of bounds. That's not the case. 5:06 to play first half. Jefferson up 26-12. State Fair with a chance to dig into that deficit.
A lot of State Fair's offense is created because of how strong their defense is. And I think that's a big reason. You mentioned they're very, very athletic, but they're not really a little bit raw still on the offensive end.
There's a shot missed in the paint, and rebounded stick back is there for Davis. State Fair trying to gain a little bit of momentum as we head into the waning moments of this first half. We've cut the lead to 12. Shea Williams, right side, backs her way in. Kick out to the top for Johnson. And they're going to wave off the dribble penetration by Johnson and call a foul on the floor.
Amber Mays with the hand check.
Foul. Just the third foul against State Fair. Right side to McCright beyond the arc. Finds Voinova near the free throw line. Back to McCright. Nice ball fake. Heads inside the arc. Dumps it in for Voinova. And puts it up. Missed it. Might have been partially tipped. State Fair picks up the loose ball. They bring it down court. Pass over the timeline to Kuntz. And she'll hand off to Simpson. And she in turn will give to Amber Mays.
Tonkin getting set to check in for Jeffco. Her first action of the season. The transfer from Australia.
Baseline. Simpson, dump in, wide open underneath. There's a layup. Nice feed from Davis. Wide open underneath there. Antonia Jones able to finish for State Fair. And they've cut the lead to 10. And Jeffco turns it over.
Williams got her pocket pick there as coming in from behind was Amber Mays, just kind of swooped right around and took it away from her. Knocking it away, excuse me.
26-16. Jefferson with the lead, but State Fair trying to climb back in. Simpson dumps it underneath. Shot on the baseline, kind of heaving that one up quickly was Davis, but she got that one to fall.
I don't know how the referee didn't call a foul on that as McCright literally fell into her.
Now Jefferson needs a bucket in the worst way. They've been held scoreless for some time now, but they still lead by 8. Johnson inside the arc. Lost the handle, dribbled it off her foot, I believe. Kuntz gives it up to Voinova. Jeffco gets it back. Lindsay Rhodes puts it up off the window, no good. But she is fouled. Lindsay Rhodes will shoot free throws.
Jeffco right there, I think, needed a whistle to blow as momentum is definitely with State Fair right now. Good job by Lindsay Rhodes just putting that ball up and getting to the free throw line. Only 14 fouls on the State Fair Lady Roadrunners.
8:17 to go first half. Missouri is on top of KU, 23-22. Free throw by Rhodes is good.
40 minutes of hell, that's what Coach Anderson's going to call it, and who knows, maybe that'll be enough to stifle the number 3 team in the country and possibly the most talented team in the country in the Kansas Jayhawks.
They are very, very talented.
They're very deep, they're very talented, but we've seen what Missouri can do against Texas, but then they've also had the games like Iowa State the other night, so whichever Missouri team shows up.
Rhodes went 1 of 2 at the free throw line as Deanne Tonkin is into the game for the first time. The semester transfer from Australia. Now the reason why she's eligible is because she comes straight out of high school in Australia, so that allowed her to be eligible to play at the JUCO level. The dump inside, Tonkin knocked the pass away, and then at last touched Davis before going out of bounds. Good job by Tonkin,
She had great
denying the
position.
ball to the paint.
She had great position there on Davis. And Davis unable to come up with that one, but she did touch it last.
Over the timeline, Jefferson College. Johnson gives into the right corner for Williams. Up top, Tonkin. She'll take the jumper from there. Buries it from 16. Welcome to the fold, Deanne Tonkin.
That's a good way to get in good with your teammates, isn't it? Just knock down your first shot of your college career.
There was no hesitation whatsoever either. She was not tentative by any means. She was open, she put it up, and it went in. Skip pass to Kuntz left side for State Fair. The dump in, and the paint, little spin move, and hook shot good for Davis. Makes it 29-20.
Under 2 minutes now in the first half.
Jefferson still with the lead, but State Fair hanging right in with them.
They've cut this lead. It was 15 at one point. Now it's a 9-point lead, so got it to single digits.
Johnson at the top. Now right wing, pass up top between the circles to Williams. Left side, McCright. Another jumper taken by Tonkin. Off the elbow, but no good that time, and State Fair gets the board.
She had the same shot, just a different side of the court there. And
different side of the free throw line.
Hey, she was open, and she knocked it down the first time. It looked good, but
she had one off the right elbow, one off the left elbow, just outside the paint. Minute 15 left. Here's a jumper thrown up, and that one was missed, and that was a pass, I think, instead. Simpson gets it underneath right block, lays it up and in. Simpson has 5. State Fair's cut the lead to 7.
Under a minute to go now in the first.
Dominique Ivory pulls up on the wing, can't get that one to fall. Rebound Tonkin, kick out. Williams, open 3 from the top. Off the mark, no good. Rebound State Fair, it's Amber Mays. 45 seconds remaining first half. State Fair down by just 7 now.
They're on a 12-2 run, Ryan, State Fair. Or 11-2, I should say.
Simpson kick out, wide open 3 left side by Kuntz is no good. And Williams, check that, Johnson with the rebound. Ahead for McCright, and it goes in and out of her hands and out of bounds. McCright didn't look the ball in.
She looked at the defender that was going to contest her shot. That's why she couldn't control that pass. Let's see if State Fair will hold for the last shot with 27.5 seconds to go. Down by 7, they can cut this lead to 5 or 4. Let's see if they're going to hold and just set up a good play, try to get a good shot with maybe about 7 seconds, a possible second chance opportunity if they don't knock it down.
Right wing, they give the pass to Coleman. Coleman guarded by Williams, hounded by her, now gives it up to Mays between the circles with 8 seconds. Mays crosses over, forced 3, off the mark, and the weak side rebound to Jefferson with 2 seconds. Johnson's gonna have to hurry and wave it off, no good, they're not gonna allow it. And she did not get the ball off in time, but Jeffco will go into the locker room with a lead of 29-22 over State Fair.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge, it means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
Let's see what the Vikings basketball team can do as far as starting off the second half. State Fair has the ball down by 7. Coots tries to dump it inside, cut off. Pass goes across the way to Simpson. She pulls up with a player in her face. Jumpers off the mark. Rebound is to Jefferson. They bring it back down court. 3-ball in the corner by Williams is good. Shea Williams quickly puts Jefferson up by 10.
And if Jefferson can start shooting from the perimeter, it could be a very, very long night, or long second half, I should say, for the State Fair Lady Roadrunners.
That's going to be huge for Shea Williams, too, because she did not score a point in the first half. In fact, a couple of starters did not score points in the first half, Williams and Ivory. State Fair works it around the perimeter. Open 3 right side by Cannon. Air ball right into the arms of Danielle Adams. Back come the Vikings, up by 10. Toya Johnson cut off on the baseline. Passes up top for Adams. Pulls the 3. That's off the mark. Right side rebound by Kuntz. And the Lady Roadrunners will try to get their first points of the second half. Cannon gives into the left corner for Davis. Sorry, Dave.
No, I'm sorry, right. State Fair, not a very good perimeter shooting team. They need to get the ball on the inside, and Jeffco's interior defense has been phenomenal tonight.
Amber Mays could not get that one to fall in the paint. And the ball was tied up, and on the arrow, Jefferson is going to get it as Danielle Adams was tied up by Kuntz. But Vikings keep it on the arrow. Now the arrow was switched as Jefferson brings it over the timeline. It's going to be Johnson, guarded by Amber Mays. Adams sets a pick. Johnson gets free, but she's helped out. Good help defense as we see State Fair go to a zone. Ivory up high near the free throw line. Kick into the right corner for Williams. Posting up, Adams gets it right block. Backs her way in. Forced up the shot. Can't get it to fall home, but she did draw the foul. Free throws coming up for the nation's leading scorer in junior college.
Not a bad idea for State Fair to switch to that zone, force Jeffco to shoot well from the outside. They shot at just 3 of 11 from beyond the arc in the first quarter, or in the first half. But they've got to keep Adams off the inside. They can't let her get the ball in the interior.
First free throw by the freshman is off the mark. 18:01 to play in the ball game. Jefferson up 10, 32-22. One more attempt on the way. And she missed them both. Rebound momentarily was kept alive by Dominique Ivory, but Davis is able to pick it up.
Kuntz should get going. Kuntz needs to get going for State Fair, and they're setting a screen for her here in the corner.
And her pass was intended to Davis in the paint, taken away by Adams. Now it's Ivory right side, or check that Johnson. She missed the 3, rebound Mays. Crosses over, nicely done, getting away from Williams. Flips the pass right side, then dumps it in. Layup attempt, no good. Missing that one, Cannon, but free throws coming up for Trevonna Cannon.
Vanessa Kuntz shooting 45% from beyond the arc for State Fair. I was trying to say that before she actually threw that ball away, but she needs to get going. She only attempted, I believe, 1 3 in the first half, and she has to get going. She's dangerous from 3-point range.
First one by Cannon is off the mark. You know, the foul was called on Amber Mays. She has 3. Next one on the mark, no good. Or it is good. She hits 1 of 2.
That foul was on Shea Williams for Jeffco.
I'm sorry, yep. I'm looking at the wrong team. Quick shot by Jeffco's off the mark. State Fair gets the board. They bring it back down court. Down by 9, 32-23. Left corner given to Simpson. She'll pull up from there. And the 15-footer rattles home. A couple of friendly bounces.
She's not much of a perimeter shooter. She can't really step out that well, but Adams is going to let her shoot that shot all night long until she proves she can hit it consistently.
Now it's back to a 7-point lead, which is what the halftime deficit was. Here's Johnson taking it all the way to the basket. Missed the shot. She did draw the foul. It'll be a block against State Fair. Johnson will shoot free throws. Jefferson really attacking a little bit better in this second half, trying to get State Fair in a little bit of foul trouble.
They didn't do that very well in the first half. State Fair only committed, I believe, 5 fouls in the first half, so not a bad idea to try and draw them into some a possible bonus situation and force Jeffco to the free throw line.
Johnson averaging just shy of 15 points per game. This is the first free throw. She's a 67% free throw shooter for the season. Dribbles once and then lets it go and gets it. 1 of 2 at the line for Latoya. She's got 5 points for the game. 33-25, Lady Vikings. Left corner, Davis. Now the dump inside, tipped and stolen by Jeffco. It was Ivory who made that one happen. Defense by Dominique, the lone sophomore. 3 from the top by Adams. Strong off the back iron, rebound Davis. And Adams took it away to the rim, and she's fouled.
Great hustle play there by Danielle Adams, recognizing she wasn't going to get the rebound, but Davis had her back turned to the play, and she just kind of crept up behind her. As soon as Davis made a move with the basketball, she swiped it right out of her hand.
That is going to be number 2 on Davis. Adams to the free throw line. She's 3 of 5 tonight. And the first one rims in. First point of the second half, 15 on the night. She'll try to push the lead back to 10. Missed it. Left side rebound to Bradley Miller. Cannon has it at the free throw line, then the dump inside for Davis, tipped around and stolen. Johnson took it right out of the arms of Davis. Johnson brings it down court. Shea Williams drives in, then kicks it into the corner. 3 for Johnson is good.
This Jeffco crowd loving that right there, and Coach Paneer going to call a timeout. It'll be a full timeout.
37-25, Jefferson has got the lead up to 12. Johnson with 8 points on the night. We'll take a 1-minute break and return to Jeffco after this on KJEF. 15:53 to play in the ball game. Jefferson College up 37-25 on State Fair. Update on Mizzou and Kansas. KU at the half leads by 2 over Missouri, 38-36. State Fair with the basketball, down by 12. Mays to the baseline and then to the basket, fouled on the way there. Amber Mays will shoot free throws. Cherokee Barrett will pick up the foul.
Barrett didn't like the call, but she got a lot of her body as Mays got good position penetrating to the basket.
It's a second on Cherokee. Mays goes to the free throw line. She has scored only 2 points tonight.
She's a player that needs to get going for this team. She's a defensive presence. She's averages almost 4 steals a game, but she can definitely shoot it from the outside, and she does need to get going.
3 players averaging double figures on the State Fair team. No one more than 12, though. Mays hits the first free throw. Second one also good. She's got 4. Lead is to 10. Vikings, though, with the lead and the ball. Johnson up high. Moves to the right side wing. Up top for Adams. Dribbles inside the arc. Going to put up the runner. Missed it. They battle for the rebound underneath. State Fair. No, it's Dominique Ivory who comes away with it. And Jeffco resets. Johnson drives in. Dump inside for Adams. Layup good. That was too easy.
And you can tell they've played together for a while. That was just a, hey, come get it to the basket and I'll get good position on my defender.
Danielle has 17.
2 of them from Kansas City or the Lee Summit, Kansas City area.
Coots right wing beyond 3, puts it on the floor and telegraphed a pass, and Cherokee Barrett had to go right through her legs. Did she tip it? Yes, she did. It'll stay with State Fair. But it will be 12 on the shot clock as State Fair inbounds. And there's a steal. Williams over the timeline, 2-on-1. Williams will take it herself to the rim and lays it home.
Great job by Shea Williams. She kind of shaded her defender Mays off there and put herself between the basket and Mays. And there's another turnover as Mays just lost the ball on her hip.
Amber Mays, yeah, exactly. She got stuck on her hip, called for traveling. Timeout by Coach Panier of State Fair. It'll be a full timeout. We will take a break as well. 41-27, Jefferson on top of State Fair on KJEF. 14:29 to play in the ball game. Jefferson up 41-29 over State Fair. Vikings with the basketball. Right wing, posting up, trying to get that one down to Tonkin. Williams fed the pass, but it was tipped away by State Fair and out of bounds. It was Cannon who tipped it out. 20 on the shot clock as Jeffco will re-inbound.
I like what Coach Emmerich's doing. He's gotten Tonkin in the game when Jeffco's had a 10-point or more lead, just to get her into the flow of things and the flow of this offense.
Lob pass to the top for Williams. Now to Johnson. Spots for three. Left it short. And the ball went over the backboard and automatically back to State Fair. Lady Roadrunners came in 16-1 on the season. Their only loss coming to Lakeland College. Pretty good Illinois school.
Top 25 school.
Jefferson's only loss came to Southeastern Missouri, also a nationally ranked team. Dump inside to Simpson, and then back around the perimeter it goes, and Kuntz had her shot blocked away. Ball loose on the floor, and Kuntz is able to find a teammate, getting it to Jones. Mays takes it to the rim, right down the middle of that lane, and she is fouled. Free throws coming up for Amber Mays.
And I think Coach Emmerich remembers Vanessa Kuntz from last year saying, hey, and he scouted them twice this week before this game. He had gone down to State Fair twice in the last 7 days to go watch them play because he had a couple days off. They had the game on Monday against Crowder, but haven't had one before then since the Mineral Area game. So he's had a lot of time to go scout this team, and he knows pretty much their ins and outs.
Right about that. And he certainly was doing his homework leading up to this matchup. Mays hits the first free throw. One more attempt on the way to cut it to 12. And she got it 6 on the game for Amber Mays.
Mays has not yet taken a seat for State Fair. She's been on the floor for every second of this ball game.
So has Johnson for Jeffco. She's the only one that has not sat.
Both point guards, the jump starters for this team, the catalyst of this offense for both teams, Mays and Johnson.
Left wing, now up top, it's Johnson, right side Williams. On the baseline, turnaround jumper put up by Tunkin, in and out. Rebound underneath by Jeffco, that was nicely done. Johnson open three left wing, can't get that one to fall home. State Fair the rebound. Amber Mays wisely pulls it back. Dumps it in for Davis, lays it home off the right side. Jeffco went for the steal and they paid for it. Davis spun and scored easily.
Just the second field goal of the half. 5 free throws, but just 2 field goals for State Fair.
Back to a 10-point lead. 3 from the top, buried by Shea Williams. She's got 8, all coming in the second half. Jefferson up by 13, 44-31. Kuntz for 3 right side. That's off the mark. Rebound, Mays puts it back up, wave off the shot, foul on the floor against Jeffco. And that might be Shea Williams. And Shea is going to pick up her 4th. Danielle Adams is back into the game. Also, Melanie McCrite comes in. Shea Williams has to go to the bench with 4 personals. State Fair inbounding underneath. Lobbing in for Davis. Backs her way in and scores. Able to get that one to go over Tonkin. 15 on the night for Shatoria Davis. Left corner to Barrett. Back around the perimeter it goes. Under the right corner for McCrite. Free throw line for Tonkin. Puts it up from there and rims out.
She's not shy about shooting, no doubt about it.
11-point Jefferson College lead, 44-33. And pushed from behind and fouled is Davis. I think it was Tonkin who got her. Davis was trying to post up and she kind of got undercut a little bit. That'll be the 5th team foul on Jeffco. State Fair has 3 personals in the second half. 12:09 to go. Jefferson on top by 11.
A substitution. I think Davis is going to come out of the game. No, she's not.
Simpson will come out.
Looked a little shaken up there as I thought Coach Pannier was going to pull her out just for a moment to kind of catch her breath a little bit, but Cannon's going to be the one to come out.
Bounce pass into the corner for Kuntz. Puts it on the floor, almost travels. Now it's Jones with it. Tried to dump inside for Davis and a foul underneath again on Jefferson. Tonkin was holding. Tonkin will pick up her 2nd foul in about 10 seconds of clock time.
That's big too because next foul for Jeffco and State Fair is already in the bonus round. And they haven't really hit free throws all that well in the first half, but they're 5 of 6 in the second half. We still have 12 minutes to go.
Kuntz inside the arc looking for help, finds Mays. And right down the heart of the defense and missed the layup. Contact but no foul. Rebound Jefferson. Odd man rush the other way. Layup there for Cherokee Barrett. It was a 3-on-1.
Not a whole lot the defender can do there. You got to pick your poison. Hopefully you pick the right one. 2-on-1 you might be able to foul. 3-on-1 you're pretty much in no man's land.
You're in a little bit of trouble.
Or no woman's land, I should say.
And the only thing that Kuntz could do was pretty much go to the basket and hope they miss. Was not the case, though. Jefferson's pushed the lead back up to 13. Kuntz open three from the top, and that one's good. Finally, a perimeter shot hit by State Fair.
That's their first three of the game. They were 0 of 9 up until this point, and Kuntz has to get going for State Fair.
Nova kicks it out left wing, open three, buried by Danielle Adams, and she kind of holds the hand up there to let everybody know.
Little fist pump at the end, the Kobe Bryant action there.
She's got 20. 49-36, Lady Vikings with the lead. Kuntz trying to dump it in, there's a tip pass. Jones had it taken away by Danielle Adams.
Ryan, 7 turnovers for State Fair, 0 here in the second half for Jeffco.
Another three, way back right wing, missed by Danielle Adams. Weak side rebound, hauled down by Kuntz, and she'll give to Mays.
Jeffco had 8 turnovers in the first half. They have yet to turn the ball over here. They're out shooting State Fair 17-10 in this second half. And funny is that State Fair has 7 turnovers.
And Mays trips, falls to the ground, no foul called. And no travel as well. Jeffco back the other way. Cherokee Barrett will not pull up for the shot. Jefferson's going to take a little time off the clock. Johnson drives in near the free throw line to Tunkin. She drives in, forced up a shot, no good, and she's fouled. Almost shoves her the defender down to the ground.
You got to be careful there. She's a physical player, no doubt, but
apparently
she shoved Latisse Jones straight to the ground. Jones is talking to the referee saying, hey, I know I fouled her, but how about that little move? And, well, we know Tompkins not afraid of shooting the basketball. She'll attack the basket, but I think she had Latoya Johnson in the corner there for an open three. Might have been a better option. Luckily, she got fouled.
First free throw is good. Gives her 3 for the night. Trinice Greer is going to come in for Jefferson. She's the only remaining player on the active roster that has not played. And now she's in.
Jeffco very, very deep, unlike last year. They play every single one of their players.
Yes, they do. Lane violation called underneath, and that is going to be against State Fair, and that's going to give Tonkin another free throw. She missed it. Now she has a chance for 3 free throw attempts, and she can hit 2 of them.
I think they got Alexandria Brockington for that lane violation, but I'm not sure what she did. She wasn't even on the line.
And Tonkin can't hit it. Rebound, Latisse Jones.
Actually, it was Antonia Jones that got a lane violation.
Driving in is Miller. Can't find anyone and travels. She just got caught there in no man's land. She was just surrounded by white jerseys and she couldn't go anywhere.
Right now, Jeffco is outscoring State Fair 21-14, and Ryan, in the second half, the story of the second half, 9 turnovers for State Fair and none for Jeffco.
Johnson quickly over the timeline, gets around her defender, and she's called for the double dribble. A little bit out of control. She saw that opening because she left her defender pretty much on the ground at half court.
I'm surprised the crowd didn't get up on Amber Mays there, because she kind of gave her the end. And if you're playing N1 basketball, you're going to have to sit down for something like that.
Amber Mays is actually out of the game right now. Adams tries a steal, almost poked it away, but couldn't save it from going out of bounds. 15 is into the game, Jordan Coleman. She's the one that was pretty much manhandled and almost embarrassed by Johnson bringing it over the timeline. That crossover just left her shaken. Jefferson up by 14, 50-36, 9:10 to play. State Fair has not been able to get themselves on track offensively. Cannon had the ball tied up, and jump ball on the arrow. State Fair is going to keep it. Good job, though, by Johnson to find an opening and go after that ball.
About 6 times tonight, we've seen Danielle Adams step into the passing lane, Ryan, and she went for it there. She didn't get it, but she created a little bit of a mishandle by the State Fair player, which caused the jump ball.
Lob it inside, and the ball kicked around, and a travel called against Antonia Jones.
Under 9 minutes to go, and State Fair needs to get things rolling here if they want to get back into this one.
Another turnover by State Fair. Johnson up high for the Vikings. Picks up the dribble, pass into the right wing. Down low for Adams, gives to Ivory cutting in. Her shot hit the side of the backboard. Ivory picks up the loose ball, out for Greer, left corner. Skip pass to Johnson. Johnson on the right wing beyond 3. Kicks it into the corner for Barrett. She dribbles to the wing. Skip pass far side. Shot clock violation against Jefferson College, and it'll go back to State Fair. I don't think anybody really realized how much time was left. Everybody maybe assumed that Ivory's shot probably reset it.
It hit the bottom of the backboard.
Yeah, it did not hit the rim, so you're not going to get a reset on that.
Good job by the person running the shot clock to not automatically reset the shot clock there. Heads up play. Or heads up no call, I should say.
Simpson guarded closely by Adams. Here's a jumper from the top by State Fair. That is buried. Cannon got that one to go from 12.
State Fair just hanging around right now, just hanging around, not going away. They're not playing well, but they're not going away. The longer they can hang around, the more likely it is they can make a run towards the end of the game. And Jeffco really needs to try and just close the door shut on the Lady Roadrunners.
Driving the baseline, the running jumper, no good by Johnson. Rebound, Davis has it for State Fair. Good effort by Johnson, pretty good play, but it just didn't fall in. Cannon beyond 3, left wing. Dribbles at the top, now gives to Miller. They dump it inside for Davis. Low post pass, entry. And it's tipped away and out of bounds by the Jeffco defense. 12 on the shot clock as State Fair will re-inbound.
7:27 to go. They really need to get a basket on this possession. Try and cut this lead to at least 10 just for momentum purposes.
And the paint to Davis. Forced up a shot. I don't know, maybe that was a pass. Simpson caught way underneath the basket. Hit the bottom of the rim, and Jeffco picks up the loose ball. And Jeffco's going to call a timeout with 7:16 to play. Lady Vikings lead 50-38. We're back in 60 seconds on KJFF. 7:16 to play. Jefferson College on top 50-38 over State Fair. In the second half of this matchup, two teams nationally ranked, both in the top 10 in the NJCAA Division I. And it's Jefferson with a 12-point lead.
Inbounding here with a chance to go up by 12 or 13. And again, Jeffco trying to shut the door on State Fair, and State Fair just trying to keep this game close enough to make a run towards the end.
Ivory up high for Jeffco, swings it left, beyond 3 to Barrett. Up top to receive is Johnson. Dribbles to the right wing, and then into the right corner, back to the wing. Forces up a shot with 2 on the shot clock, and it's an air ball, comes right down into the arms of Davis. Good defense by State Fair.
That's what they're known for, 8th scoring defense in the country, and they proved it right there. We've seen a couple of breakdowns on defense tonight. That's really hurt them.
Simpson lobs it inside for Davis, tried to save it, does so, but to Danielle Adams.
They had a
go
good
off her
play.
fingertips.
They had a great play set up to isolate Davis one-on-one on the inside, and she had position. Pass was just a little bit too far out of her fingertips.
14:28 to play in Columbia. Kansas on top of Mizzou, 48-45.
Tigers still in that ball game.
3 from the top here by Johnson's off the mark, and Davis another rebound underneath for State Fair. She's been very good on the boards for the Roadrunners. Ball loose inside, tipped away, and Greer had to come right into her arms. Good job to keep the dribble alive there.
Jeffco going to slow things down, maybe try and run some clock. Still have 17 on the shot clock, but
State Fair continues just to turn it over left and right. 3 from the top, no good. Gotcha. Foul was called on the play as it's called on the floor. Non-shooting foul as Simpson had picked it up, her second personal, third actually. Vikings inbound, they find Williams underneath. Drives and can't get the shot to go over Davis. Rebound hauled down by State Fair. And there's a steal. Johnson lays it up and in. She just took the ball away. State Fair threw it right into the arms of Johnson. That's just a lack of concentration play. Johnson with the layup, timeout on the floor. 52-38, Jefferson with the lead. 5:29 to play in the ball game. And we are back at Jefferson College as Amber Mays brings it over the timeline. 52-38, Lady Vikings with the lead. Here's Cannon driving in. She can't get the shot to fall home. And she's called for the offensive foul. Called for the charge. Cannon picks up her second. Ball back to the Vikings with 5:12 to play. Jefferson up 14. Johnson between the circles. Dribbles to the right side. Pass into the right corner for Williams. Feeds up high to Adams. Pulls up for the runner. Got that one to go. That's a two. Just inside the three-point arc. It's a tough shot for Adams to hit. Near steal by
turnover.
Cherokee Barrett. The ball's out of bounds. Last touch by Adams. It remains with State Fair.
State Fair getting a little bit desperate here. Only 38 points. A team coming in averaging 76 per game and only scoring 38 thus far. This is a great job by the Jeffco defense.
Look at the State Fair defense. Jefferson averages over 80 points per game, and they only have 54.
State Fair comes in at giving up just 56, so State Fair probably give up a little bit more, but almost on par. But their defense usually creates offense. Not
Look
tonight.
at Adams with a block. What a block on Simpson. Adams said, no, get that weak stuff out of here.
Get that out of here. I don't think that's going to happen tonight, young lady.
Goodness.
She's played a great game defensively, Danielle Adams.
Oh, no kidding. She's been all over the boards. Now she's going to pull a three from the top and missed it. Rebound, stick back, missed by Ivory. Then it's Williams coming down with it. She's fouled. Good job by Jefferson keeping the ball alive. Underneath with some good rebounding, and Shea Williams will shoot free throws here for the Lady Vikings with 4:10 to play.
That could be the icing on the cake for Jefferson to win this ball game, as they're up by 16. And next foul for State Fair, or they're in the bonus. So Jeffco goes to the line every single time now.
First free throw good for Shea Williams, gives her 9. She has scored all 9 of her points in the second half.
Shytoria Davis goes to the bench for the first time, I believe. Or not the first time, but checking in for the first time is Emma Tucker, the 6'3" freshman center from Michigan City, Indiana.
Both free throws good for Shea. She's got 10. She joins Johnson and Adams in double figures tonight. 4:05 to play. Cannon pass ahead for Kuntz's tip, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by State Fair. Jefferson ball, they force yet another turnover. We're going to get another timeout. State Fair calls the timeout. 56-38, Jefferson College on top. We're back in 60 seconds on KJFF. 4:03 to play in the ballgame. Jefferson College with now an 18-point lead. 56-38 over State Fair. This is their largest lead of the ballgame. Vikings trying to improve to 19-1, winning 19 of their first 20 games.
Who would have thought going 31-5 last year with a team that had no inside game, and then coming back this year with only one sophomore on the team of
only
11
one
now.
returning player.
One returning player.
Here's Danielle Adams for the dagger and buries a three right wing.
That, my friend Ryan, I am going to go out on a limb and say that might have iced it.
That was the dagger, I do believe. There's still 3.5 minutes to go, but now you're looking at a 20-point deficit, 21-point deficit. Foul on Johnson of Jeffco as Mays was making a move to the basket.
This
Toya is
Jeffco
going to pick up
defense-
just her second.
This Jeffco defense has been unbelievable tonight.
It's been tough.
I mean, they haven't given State Fair many open opportunities. Granted, State Fair hasn't knocked them down when they've had them, but Jeffco hasn't really given them that many. They've been contesting every single shot. That's a credit because Coach Emmerich, I know in the last few ball games, has been unhappy. Not so much the Crowder game, but before that hasn't been really happy with some of the breakdowns defensively for Jefferson College. And I don't think he'll have any complaints on the defensive end. He'll still find a few things offensively, but on the defensive end, he'll have no complaints tonight.
3:32 to play. Mays at the charity stripe, shooting 2. First one is up and good. Foul was called on the floor, but Jefferson now has 17 fouls. That forces the 1-and-1. Mays, 7 points on the night. Most of her points have come at the free throw line. She's hit only 1 field goal. Both free throws good on this trip. She's got 8. Lead is down to 19 with exactly 3.5 to play. Johnson over the timeline. Middle of the floor. Dribbling with the left hand. Left side wing, giving the ball to Shea Williams, guarded by Cannon. Boynova swings it to the right wing. This time Johnson is there for that one. Here's a 3 from the top, and Beavers can't hit that one. She came off the pick. Couldn't get the shot to go. Down court for Cannon. Tough shot on the left block. Got it to go. High off the window.
Tough angle there for Trevonna Cannon. She caught that one underneath the basket and kind of positioned her body to where she kind of threw it up from the side of her head.
Jefferson by 17, under 3 to play. Boynova gives right wing for Johnson. Now it's Adams. She's going to pull another 3. Got it. Goodness. She's got 28 on the night. She has really been off and on that perimeter shooting, but she has stepped up big in the second half and with that perimeter game.
Leading the nation at 27.5 points per game, Ryan, and she's at 28 now.
Yes.
And I don't think she's had a 40-point game, has she?
I don't believe so.
She
She's
might
hit
have had
30
one.
a couple of times, but
to lead the nation at 27.5 points a game, and if she's hit 40, it's only been one time. But to be able to do that, that's just consistency, night in and night out.
well, you know what she had at halftime? She had 14. What did she have in the second half? 14.
That is just flat out consistency. That's all you can ask for out of a player. That's
230.
unbelievable. And she's leading the nation by about 3.5 points a game.
Yeah, I think the next player is not even quite to 25 points per game.
And you might think, you know what, that's not such a big deal, 3.5 points, that's a one shot. Well, you know what, when you consider how many players there are in junior college basketball, and then the fact that she is that far ahead of everybody else on a percentage basis, anybody will tell you that is just flat out dominance.
I think the most impressive thing is, 19 games have been played by Jeffco. She's had a double-double in every one of them.
She's 4th in the nation in rebounding too, 13.5 almost per game in rebounds. So, yeah, she's a special player. And luckily for Jeffco, they have her for another year to hone her skills. Coach Emmerich, and like he likes to say, she makes me a great coach. This team makes Coach Emmerich a great coach. And just to be able to recruit the way he does, and Danielle Adams, a player that comes around once in a million years. She's that good of a player, that good of a talent.
And now she just took the ball away. She was just reading the eyes of Alexandria Simpson. I had it right. She just read her eyes and took the ball away as she tried to pass into the low post. Jefferson now on offense. 2 minutes to play. They lead by 20. Vikings are going to get to 19-1. They're going to beat a top 10 team here tonight. And a hold is going to be called away from the basketball against State Fair.
We had Amber Mays holding, guess who? Danielle Adams.
She will shoot a 1-and-1 at the free throw line. For Amber Mays, that's her second personal foul.
Barrett's done for the night as Greer will replace her. I'm pretty sure after these free throws, Adams will be done for the night as well.
First one good, gives her 29.
See if she can get to 30, and well, doesn't look like she's going to check out of the ball game. Nobody's checking in. But
I think, Dave, now that I look back, I think she has hit 40 once. She's been in the mid-30s several times.
Just that consistency, though, Ryan, is just flat out unbelievable. Because
I think her season low is 17.
Yeah, you can have a 60-point game and then come back with a 10-point game, and still that average looks pretty good. But to be able to consistently stay, you know, the low is 17, the high might be 40, that's unbelievable.
Kuntz misses a 3. Adams hit both of those free throws, by the way. Kuntz misses the tray. Boynova the rebound.
Jeffco going to 19-1, and we say it every time we do a broadcast for Jefferson College. Who would have thought with this team with one returning player?
Trinice Greer, nice dribble drive, missed the shot, rebound. Adams, she's fouled on the putback. That was a nice dribble drive by Trinice Greer. Left her defender behind and was just a little bit too strong off the window with her layup attempt.
2-shot foul for Danielle Adams here as get some more substitutions.
Foul was on Simpson. She's got 4. Free throw for Adams, good. Gives her 31.
And she's going to be done if she can hit this free throw, as McCrite's going to check in for her. And I'm sure she's going to get a pretty good ovation from this crowd when she walks out of here.
It's very deserving if she does. 1:23 to play. Jefferson up 66-42 after that second free throw is nailed by Adams. Melanie McCrite checks in. Danielle Adams and Boynova both come out.
Big ovation again from this Jefferson College crowd. They can recognize that they're seeing something special, not just with Adams, but with this team. They're seeing something very special built here by Coach Emmerich. Jefferson becoming a national powerhouse.
Coach Emmerich is just keeping it going for the most part. Here's a tough shot on the baseline that falls in for Latisse Jones. Kind of a running jumper, if you will, on the tough angle and got it to go. 66-44. 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. Jefferson will stay undefeated in regional play. Guerrero up high for the Vikings, swings it into the right corner for Johnson. It's on the floor, it's gonna take it to the rim, layup too strong, got her own rebound, sticks it back up and missed it. But free throws coming up for Johnson with 35 seconds
She wanted that one to go down. She hit that one high off the glass. She really wanted that to go down.
This one is against Davis, her 4th.
Big, big win for Jefferson College. You didn't know how this team was quite going to respond. Coming in against the top 10 team, the only other top 10 team they faced this year, they lost by 6. But again, it was a close game to Southeastern Louisiana, who is, you want to talk about
Illinois.
Or Southeastern Illinois. You want to talk about consistency being a powerhouse. That's a school that's done it year in and year out.
They've been very good for a long time.
So they also handed Jeffco a loss last season, one of their only losses last year. So you didn't know how this team was quite going to respond, but I think they stood up to the test very well, especially on the defensive side.
One more coming up for Johnson. She hit her first. And the second one is good as well. She's got 12. She will check out. She leaves the ball game, and Danae Beavers, or check that, Cherokee Barrett will replace her. 68-44 Lady Vikings, 30 seconds to play. About a 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Miller lobs it, right elbow on the wing, given to Simpson, and now driving in is Mays. And she will draw the foul. Free throws coming up for Amber Mays. She kind of collided with Danae Beavers.
Cheerleaders in the crowd chanting J-E-F-F-C-O, Jeffco.
Mays back to the charity stripe with 18 seconds left. First one good.
And this State Fair team is nobody to sleep on, because if they can shoot the ball at any solid level tonight, they're in this ball game. With that defense as stifling as it can be, they're in every game because of their defense. So if they can just get some consistency from the perimeter, they're going to be a tough team to beat. And it's going to be tough when Jeffco has to go down there to close out the season.
Yeah, it'll be the last game of the regular season when the rematch will take place. That'll be in Sedalia. 12 seconds left. They dump it inside. Barrett up top. Danae Beavers for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound State Fair with 4 seconds left. And they will just run the timeout. Jefferson College with the win. 68-46 over State Fair.